to sleep with, and that's it. But
oh shit, that's another episode. We're not gonna go into that because I think men and women share that same view. Like, we know when we like, oh, they can get it. Like, women know when, oh, that guy can get it.
I like him, but I know that he can't be in a relationship. So, but I'm like, yeah, I'm like, it's been a few months. So he could be the one to like take the edge off for me, and then I move on with life. Not talk to him, but I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna try and make him like me or nothing. Like, nah.
Right. I ain't gonna try to make him like me or nothing, but hey.
Right. Come give me a massage. You know what? Give me a massage. Come rub my back.
Yeah, we know what that means. Come rub my feet. Give me a massage. My neck hurts. Like, you just want some ass. Just say you want some ass, man. You gotta do the massage.
No. Like, come rub my back for me.
Right,
and then undo my bra. Undo my bra when you rub my back.
Right, and I'll just play along. I'll just play along. Just don't ask first. And if you do that, just don't ask the dumbest questions why you're doing it, because it can ruin the whole thing.
Yeah, okay. Now you just like, come on, keep your grown woman on, because there is foreplay. There is like, some terms in the game.
Some guys may say the wrong shit and be like,
oh yeah, because some guys. No, I've had that. Yeah, some guys
just talk too much. You're talking too much at the wrong time, homie. Chill.
Right. Like, just go with it. You know what I'm saying? Just like. Right, just go with it. Like,
right.
But now, this old fake Me Too stuff got dudes asking questions that they wouldn't normally. Are you sure? Can you sign this non-disclosure? Let me start record on my phone. Before I undo your bra, you are stating that this is consensual and it's okay.
Right.
Okay? You are stating that you prepared these drinks, not me, correct?
Right. And you're stating that you allow the video camera to be posted up here. This is good, right?
Right. You are aware that we are being recorded. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And you are aware. Yes.
Exactly. Like, come on. I mean, I understand. I'm a woman. I've been objectified. I've been sexualized. I've been, I mean, but there's a line. Like, there's always somebody in a movement to take it a little too, a little too far. A little, to be a little too fancy and a little too self-serving.
When we are in, and say, for instance, we're in our relationship, and we may get married, we may get divorced, and you may try to get back on that dating horse again to try to find that particular person that we can vibe with on higher levels. What and in that process, what do you think? But what are you truly seeking within that process? Because you've been married, you've been divorced.
I've been married.
You're dating. You're jumping on. You're
I was married for a long time and then divorced, and then years later I got into a long-term relationship. So now I'm in that dating pool. So now I'm doing it again, where I'm getting back on the horse after being in a long relationship.
Right. So let's say this is the second time around for you, right? Let's just use that as the second time around for you. This second time around for you, what are you truly seeking that's better than the first time for you?
I am seeking to use all that I've learned and use this amazing womanhood and all of this evolution. I am seeking to use all of that and share it with somebody who has gone through their emotional maturation phase and who have overcome their growing pains. And I'm ready. Like, I'm open now. I'm not out looking and combing through, and every guy I meet, I don't think that he's possibly the one. Again, I'm ready. I don't have to get ready. I'm ready, and I have my side of the table. I got stuff lined up, so I'm sitting there with my stuff, and then I'm open to him coming to the table and lining up his stuff. And I'm like, oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Let me move that over there. Mine can go with yours. Oh, okay. Let me slide this over there. You know what I mean? So I'm just seeking to share all of this greatness,
Right. And someone who can complement that greatness as well, because, you definitely need someone to complement that greatness.
I had a similar conversation, Enoch, with a friend of mine that I went to school with this guy. I like talking to him because he's very open about his stuff and, he doesn't kind of fudge it. He doesn't fudge it. He's open about his stuff. And so I was sharing with him that, I met this guy and I kind of ghosted him because I feel like he's a liar, but more delusional. I feel like that he believes some of the lies that he tells, but he's smart, he's intelligent. I don't think that he likes where he is in life, so he tries to put on these airs, but you're lying, though. And I'm not a superficial woman. I'm not external. I'm far from that. But I do particularly want a guy who can align with me and who can flow with me financially, culturally, and everything else. When I was 22 and I got married, and I was a little more experienced than my husband at the time. It was fun being young and me showing him things and then me learning things from him and me teaching him about, no, it's not the proper fork. No, don't scream across the room and call the waiter. And yeah, no, that's the real price of that meal. Like that stuff was cute back then. You know what I mean?
Right.
But now I particularly don't want that guy because I'm past that phase. So, I meet some guys that, like culturally and academically, but not financially and career-wise, we don't connect. And some of them feel ashamed to say, I can't afford that, but I can afford this. And that's real. I'm good with that.
Yeah, that's
you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
But another friend of mine, what he said to me was, you know what you're walking into. He said, so you have to take control of when when it comes to setting up a date with a woman that you want to get to know. He's like, you take control of the date. You don't tell her, oh, it's whatever. You pick. He said, you don't do that. You take control of the date, ask her what she likes, and then you find a place and meet her in the middle that you can afford. I was like, exactly. He said, but that's what you're supposed to do as the man. But she was explaining this to me. But he was like, don't lie and don't fake. And then you lose her because you're putting on these airs when you know that y'all aren't, yoked on that level. Like, if you're still building your career, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't fake to me like you can afford to go to Morton's and drop that $400 on a meal. I can do that shit for myself. But if you just need to take me, to a nice taqueria and, me get a fish taco and have a margarita, I can do that too. But I'll be your friend until you get to where you need to be before I start aligning with you in business and everything else. I'm not going to shit on you, though. I'm not going to knock your progress. Mm-hmm. Never, So, I was having that issue. I was explaining to my friends. They just want to put on airs, or putting on the airs, it causes them to tell lies.
Right.
But I can see through the lies.
You know why that happens, though?
Why?
Okay, so that happens because they are looking at the appearance of you, right? Like what you wear, how you dress, how you talk, what you like, and they think that you are materialistic. You're not, but that's what they think because they only know the surface part of you. They don't know the mental and spiritual part of you. So they see the surface part. So they're like, well, shit, if she likes that, I need to match that shit, and I'm going to spend all my rent money to make her happy. You know what I'm saying? In a sense. So they see
that's not healthy on their end, though. Yeah, that's not healthy.
That's what they see. You know what I mean?
That makes sense. That makes sense.
And as you said in the beginning, guys are visual. So we see these things, we're like, well, shit, I need to match this physical vibe with some material stuff. And I know this is what she wants. And in actuality, that's not what you want.
No.
But that's what they see that you want. You know what I'm saying? So they kind of put on these airs to make you feel like they are doing something and they're not. And then when you see through the shit, they don't know how to react to the shit once you see through the shit. They don't know how to react to it. So they kind of fall back and it's like, damn. They start kind of making excuses. And I definitely agree. Live by your means, so to speak. Like, if I can't do it, look, I can't do that shit. Look, we could go out to the movies. I can buy I can buy the ticket. You should get the popcorn. That's what I told a young boy not too long ago. He was like, Enoch, I don't know what these girls want, man. I said, look, to invite them to the movies, and this is what you say. You don't give them no options, but this is what you say. You say, look,
you take control of the date.
Yeah, we're going to the movies tonight. I'm gonna get the movies. You get the popcorn. Cool. All right, cool. Because sometimes you have to ask a question with the closed answer. You can't have an open door answer because that allows shit to kind of, you want to see where everybody's at and shit. Anyway.
Yeah, you do.
First date, I tell people this: if I ask you out, then I'm paying. Don't worry about shit. I'm paying, so don't worry about it.
But see, that would be my expectation off the jump.
Right. Now, if we keep going out and we're having a good time and we doing this, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Like, yo, you want to go to the movies on Saturday? Like, yeah, sure. It's like, all right, I'm about to get the tickets. How about you get the popcorn this time? All right, sure.
Right.
Do that.
Yeah.
But you can't just jump in and do that shit because you just can't say, yo, you get the popcorn, I got the ticket. You can't go Dutch. You can't really do that unless y'all have this commonality.
Unless you have that commonality, I agree. Yeah,
right.
I ask my male friends though. So I went to my friend this was years ago. The matter of fact, the guy who said you should take control of the date because you can, stay within your means. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. He was the one. We had this conversation before, and I called him. So I was like, look. I said, so I've gone on a date with this guy a few times. He was like, what's a few? Like 3, 4. I was like, yeah, we're approaching the third date. When should I offer pay? And he said, so he was like, run down the timeline, right? So I ran down the timeline and what we did. So he was like, yeah. He said, okay. He said, yeah, I think it's comfortable for you to jump in. Like, I got this, Because for me, it wasn't about the money. It was just more about teaching you how to treat me and establishing, these boundaries and what I accept and how I am and all of those things. And then you allow me, the woman, the nurturer, to come in and say, I appreciate this. And here's my gift to you. Here's my, you know what I mean?
Right.
And so my friend, he was like, I think it's time for you to step in and, you know what I mean? You be a friend to him and you offer. And I was like, okay. I like that idea. So what I did was I set up, I called him. I was like, hey, what's your availability? And blah, 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 blah. He's a very busy guy, but he made the time, He was like, okay. So he was like, what do you want to do? So I said, well, I'm going to get these tickets and then I'll set up dinner. He was like, that, okay. So he was like, thanks for getting the ticket. So he thought I had just bought the ticket, But I paid the bill at the concert, for the drinks and everything. And then we went to dinner. He's like, ordering all this stuff and blah, blah, blah. So when the bill came, I grabbed the bill. He was like, no, like, oh my God. He's like, no. Like, because he's looking at the prices on the menu. So I paid the $370 bill. And, but he was just like, oh, thank you. You set the bar for me for relationships. Like, and it wasn't just that. I mean, it was a number of things, though. No, it was a number of things,
Right. Yeah, I got you.
So he was just like, but he was like, I like how expressive you are and how open and clear you are with your feelings and your thoughts. Wow, thank you. I was like, never heard that before.
Yeah, that's always dope, though. That's always appreciative. It's just, guys. I would say for me, when a woman says, don't worry about this, I'll take you out, and we're already there. Like, oh, I'll buy your food, don't worry about it, we're already there.
Yeah.
That makes me feel good in a sense, because it's not that I can't pay for it. It's not that I am feeling not a man when a woman does it. I feel like so many ways you've earned my time and my money and my ways of my expression that I give to you when we go out.
That's exactly how it is. You're right.
You earned it, and then you see that I've earned your same thing. So you're like, well, hey, I go to let's go get a massage together, or let's go do this. I'll pay this. Or boom, boom, boom. And I'm like, all right, cool. But you definitely have to look for those guys who will use that.
Open and appreciative. When I text you a long-ass text and then you respond back, or okay, I know that you don't really have to respond to me. I know that you really don't. And I know that sometimes dudes don't really want to. But you sending me that okay or that, or cool is letting me know that I just want to acknowledge that I've read your text and I want you to know this. You know what I mean? And I don't want to ignore you. Even something that small for me, I appreciate because I sit with men, I listen to men, and I hear what you guys say. And I'm like, and I hear so many say, yeah,